Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 14, and it's about gratitude. This episode was recorded a long time ago. I would say over a month ago, and I've had a lot going on. I wasn't able to get to editing and publishing this episode sooner because my life has been crazy. Mainly because I am co-owners of Breakerzine, co-publisher of Breakerzine, which is an arts and culture magazine here on the Jersey coast, and we published an issue 14, which is also, this is episode 14, and we just put out issue 14 a couple days ago. So that happened, and then I also had surgery, which I probably won't get too far into, but I'm doing well, I'm recovering. It's just that took up a lot of my energy and time, and I needed to rest and just focus on not doing too much. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope it speaks to you, and if you feel that someone you know would also benefit from it, please do share. Today I want to talk about gratitude. And in a past episode, I referenced it, and I may have more than once. And I said that gratitude is the answer to a lot of life's problems. I don't know if I use that word, but it's the answer to a lot of things. And, you know, in therapy and in, I would say, like in the program, like in recovery, a lot of the focus that's encouraged is gratitude. And I want to talk about why. When we feel grateful for things and we focus on the things we're grateful for, it shifts our focus away from negativity, and we tend to see more positivity. So if you're constantly focusing on the negative things in your life, you're going to end up feeling like there's more negativity, more negative things are showing up. Because it is about focus. And when you change your focus, it can improve the quality of your life. You know, that's kind of like just the next thing. And after that all will lead to feeling happier overall. You know, it brings optimism. It makes your life easier when you can find appreciation for things and you can focus on them. It makes it easier to face your day. You know, you're a sum of your parts. So if you have all these little parts that are positive, that are working together, it's just going to push you forward and help you to feel full and confident and ready for what comes towards you in life. When you're focusing on the things you're grateful for, that can, you know, reduce fear. Because if you're dwelling on negative topics and you're worrying all the time, your fear will continue to multiply. It just piles on top of each other. And that focus on the fear is like doing that opposite of what I said before. If your focus is on something, that's what you're going to notice more of. That's what you're going to attract if you believe in that sort of thing. But either way, even if you don't believe in attracting, things to you, that the universe shows you things or sends you things, what you put out, you get back. If you don't believe in all that, regardless of that, whatever you're focusing on, you're just going to see more of it, because you're going to be aware, hyper aware of the things that you're focused on. If you wake up every day and you focus on, wow, bad things always happen to me. And I'm saying this because this is me. This is who I have been, who I used to be, and can still tend to be. I have to be careful. I had a lot of things happen to me, so then I focused on that for a while and was like, well, all these bad things are always happening to me. So I'm actually waiting for the next bad thing to happen to me. My focus is on that negativity in my life. So each day I would wake up with like that feeling of, how people say like when the other shoe is going to drop. It's like every time I felt happy, I was like, don't get too happy, because, bad things happen to you. So just be careful, just be aware, just be prepared. Something bad's going to happen. And my focus was on that. So then let's say, I get a flat tire when I'm already feeling and waiting. I'm like, see, there it is. There's the bad thing. Of course this had to happen to me today. I knew it was going to happen. I told myself that something bad was going to happen. And here that thing is. And bad things happen all the time. But I think having gratitude can kind of adjust the focus of what's bad, quote unquote. Is a flat tire a bad thing? Well, sure, it's an inconvenience. But does it need to ruin my day? It doesn't really need to. Is it a bad thing that happened to me? Like the universe is against me and it's sending this terrible thing into my life today to ruin my day and to reinforce the idea that bad things happen to me? No. It happens to everybody. So, that's changing that focus. And it's reducing that fear and that anticipation of bad things happening. And it's helping me to focus on good things, on better things. And then I'll feel like that's coming my way. More positive things are coming toward me. And I'll be anticipating the good things instead of the bad. So positivity plus happiness plus less worry is going to equal peace. It's going to equal an ease. It's going to ease your mind. Less worry and less things to be anticipating. Negative things, they'll seem like there's less of them. And you'll start to notice the good things, and that brings humility. That makes you feel like, wow, like, look at all these, even the small things. Being ungrateful is one thing. Like, if you're ungrateful, it's not just that you don't appreciate what you have, but it's an attitude towards life as like, it's a negative attitude towards life. It's more than just not being appreciative. And it ripples out and affects these other areas of your life. It brings so much negativity. So if you can switch that, it switches your negativity to positivity. It switches your worry and your unhappiness over to peace, and that brings humility. And that empowers us to reach goals. Like if you're feeling grateful and looking at what you have, and you feel content and good inside, that's building a foundation for success. That's making you more motivated and to reach your goals and to have goals because you feel like you can. and you're focusing on that goals. It's a change of focus. It's a change of perspective in a lot of ways. And it is the basis for switching your attitude. And there's exercises that can be done. You wake up in the morning and write down 3 to 5 things that you feel grateful for. Start out the sentence with I feel grateful for ... And even just throughout the day, if you see things that you have, like I've talked about mindfulness, and like if you make yourself a cup of coffee and you're staring at this coffee that you've made and you're putting your condiments into it and you're stirring it and you're smelling it and you're sipping it and it's warm and it tastes good, you feel like, wow, this is like your focus is on this like small thing that you can appreciate. And that's just only going to set you on a positive path for the rest of your day, for the next thing that happens. So I think it's like a really important thing that we can make a small change in, and like, do these little exercises that can like shift our focus. And, it changes like what we're waiting, like what we're anticipating in life. It changes it totally shifts that energy and that focus into a positive one. And I think that's what we all could use, is a little bit more positivity in life. Because it can only help. It can only make life better. It can only make us feel happier. It can only help us to try harder and to be better and to, share love. Like if I have what I need and I acknowledge what I need, I'm not going to, look at someone else and wish I had what they had. I'm not going to be focused on the bad things that happen to me that are bound to happen. I'm not going to be feeling so consumed with the worry about what I don't have and what I can't have and what I wish would happen, because I have because look at all of these other things in front of me that I do have. It's almost like now there's no more room for the worry and the negativity. It's like pushing it out. And I think that gratitude multiplies and it grows, and it can really, really change your mindset, which in turn can change your life. I just want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for your feedback, and I want to thank you for your follows and your shares. It's greatly appreciated. It's very encouraging, and I am happy to be able to make use of some of the things that I've learned. I'm happy to offer them to others so that they may take them with them through life and put them to use and hopefully grow because of them. So thanks again for listening. The content provided on this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only, and as a self-help tool for you in your own use. If you are in need of support, please do not delay in seeking mental health advice from a professional. I am not a mental health practitioner. I am simply sharing my own experiences here on this podcast.